This morning, the driver charged in a deadly I-95 bus crash is back in court.
He's currently being held at Stafford County Jail as he waits on his arraignment later this morning. Our Jacqueline Quinn live outside the courthouse in Stafford with a preview of the new details we're expected to learn when court gets underway. Jacqueline.
Yeah, and this is the next major step here in this case that killed 5 people, leaving dozens of people injured. So this arraignment happening in just about 4 hours at 9 a.m. And we're expecting to hear what Jing Dong will enter for his pleas against the charges that he's facing right now. But Dong heads back to court here. And one of the questions surrounding this case right now is his driving history. Court records show Dong had previous speeding cases in both Virginia and Maryland. In fact, an attorney pleaded guilty on his behalf in Maryland in a speeding case there just days after the deadly crash. Now, this time, prosecutors say Dong was driving a charter bus from New York to North Carolina when he failed to slow for a work zone on I-95 here in Stafford County. Now, the bus slammed into slowing traffic, triggering a chain reaction crash that killed 5 people, including 2 children, and injured 44 others. Now, Dong faces 5 counts of involuntary manslaughter, reckless driving, and other charges.
Essentially, they're going to have to show that he was so negligent in his actions that it caused the death of these various people who were involved and these injuries that were involved.
And that's Tom Marinick. He's a criminal defense attorney talking about what could happen in this case. But another issue here is potentially the language or English proficiency issue. Now, federal rules require that commercial drivers be proficient to understand English well enough to read the signs and communicate with officials. However, his lawyer has said that he does speak English, though he uses a Mandarin interpreter. We saw that during his first appearance. But again, today, coming up, we're going to be inside the courtroom and bring you the latest as it happens, starting at 9 a.m. For now, here in Stafford County, I'm Jacqueline Quinn, WSA 9.
This crash changed so many people's lives. And then, Jackie, it will be interesting to see what accountability is brought up in terms of the transportation company, the bus company, what accountability they had to properly vet their employee before he ever got behind the wheel. Jacqueline Quinn reporting for us. Thank you.